This is Stoney Road Press. We've been in existence for about 10 years and what we do is we make limited edition prints in the main with Irish artists. And the artists come to the studio and they work with us on a block or a plate to make a final image which we then make in a limited edition. We're working at the moment on a limited edition artist book which originated with a talk from Roddy Doyle, who suggested that we do this with him to raise funds for his charity Fighting Words. We had made a number of books in the past. We worked with Seamus and a number of other people making limited edition books. This particular book contains 10 short stories and one piece of work by the artist Sean Scully in etching. And again, it is all handmade and each page is printed by hand in a letterpress press, and the etching by Sean Scully then is printed by hand as well.
Fighting Words is a splendid institution founded by and run by Roddy Doyle in Jones's Road, behind an Italian restaurant on Jones's Road, opposite the gates of Croke Park. It's essentially, the aim is to encourage young people in creative writing. I don't think the aim is to produce, hundreds and hundreds of writers. It is to get young people in their teens mostly, to exercise their imaginations and to realise the importance of the imagination, which is one of the great human faculties. All the services at Fighting Words are free, so as I say, it's a splendid institution. But that means that it requires funding. And one of the ways that Roddy has thought of raising some money is to produce this absolutely beautiful book. It's a collector's item. It's not going to be, you're not going to find it in your local bookshop. It's very expensive, but it is a very beautiful thing. And it's important to produce books like this, even though they're exclusive. It's important to produce books like this in a time when the book as object, as aesthetic object, is under serious threat from the electronic media. So the making, and in this case the hand-making of a splendid book is a very important venture in itself. Roddy has got an amazing list of contributors, Irish and international, people like Shepard, Joyce Carol Oates, and then Colin Tobin and Anne Wright here. So it's an eclectic mix. I didn't write a short story, I wrote a little piece, a little tiny memoir about my days in newspapers, because I worked in newspapers as a sub-editor for a long time, decades. And it's just about working at night and the strange kind of creature that night work turns you into. You cease to be human in all the accepted senses. You become, something else, a kind of vampire. And I still haven't got over being a night worker. I quite liked being a night worker when I was doing it because it gave me the daylight hours in which to do my own work, do my own writing. But it does maim one, and it's terribly difficult on the people that you live with. You crawl home at 4 or 5 in the morning, and you climb into bed with your icy feet, and your poor spouse is there, squirming away from you, away from this source of cold. So I wrote what I hope is a funny little memoir about those days.